Today, sa Power ng Pinoy, iniwan niya ang matagumpay na negosyo sa Pilipinas para magpunta sa Amerika.
Nothing is easy. Sa Amerika, akala nila madali pag pumasok ka dito pero hindi eh. Basta sipag lang talaga, work hard, believe in yourself.
Naswindle siya noon, biglang bawi naman siya ngayon.
Let's change the B to a V. Kasi mga Pinoy, yung pronunciation nila ng B, parang V, di ba? And then let's change the K to Q para social. Next thing you know, we had a brand name called VUCO.
Victor Elizaga and Rich Cabael, mga negosyanteng Pinoy sa Amerika. Ang Pinoy Kalamansi at Buko, ilalaban ng todo. Yan ang Power ng Pinoy.
Good day everyone! Ako po si Anthony Rivero and welcome to Power ng Pinoy. Ito ang programa tungkol sa mga success stories ng ating mga kababayan dito sa Amerika. Mga kwentong kapupulutan ng inspirasyon sa ating pagsusumikap na makamit ang ating mga pangarap sa buhay. At ngayong araw, dalawang ingredients for success ang inihanda namin para sa inyo. Ang kalamansi at ang buko. Two main ingredients ng dalawang magkaibang produktong inumin na unti-unti nang sumisikat dito sa Amerika.
Bago inilunsad ni Victor Elizaga ang kanyang produkto sa Amerika, ay nahasa muna ang talino sa pagnanegosyo sa Pilipinas. Success came as a surprise to Victor Elizaga when he launched his first business venture in Parañaque. It was a store selling tacos and other Mexican food he and his wife Ivy named after their firstborn, Miggy. The consumer response was so great, he did what every rational person would do.
Pagbukas namin, ganun, overwhelming, sara. Sinara namin. We closed the shop for 3 weeks.
To reorganize. Yan ang dahilan kung bakit kinailangan magsara ng pansamantala ang unang business sa Pilipinas. And later,
Labas kami ng isang fishbowl. Tapos linagyan lang namin for franchise inquiries, just leave your business card, ganun. Before the end of the week, nakita namin puno na.
Hindi lang pagkain ang pinilahan ng mga tao. Interesado din ang publiko sa negosyo.
Yung first year, so we tried the franchisee, okay, no? Tumatakbo yung franchisee. So, okay lahat, margins are okay, everybody's happy. Second year, full blast na kami. There was a time we were opening 2 stores in a month. So we were able to grow with 34 max. Franchising was our vehicle to grow with because we didn't have the capitalization during the time.
Behind the phenomenal success of Miggy Super Tacos was serious work by a couple with a growing family's future in mind.
Even before you come up with a product, may it be a product or a concept, the product should convince you first because you're the first customer. Kami, naniwala kami sa product namin sa concept namin we're one of a kind. It looked like an American-owned company. Actually, we're called Taco Bell of the Philippines at the time. Natalo pa nga namin yung Taco Bell at the time.
Victor got his business education in LaSalle and started working even while still at the university.
Bata pa lang ako, nagninegosyo na ako, ganun talaga ako nung araw pa Nung natapos ako ng college, I worked for BPI, I worked for NCR, I worked for IBM for a time. Nasa technology ako noon. Then I was kind of feeling yung kung anong gusto kong gawin sa buhay. Then I got introduced to shipping industry. So I worked for a forwarding company. Doon ko nakita yung import-export. So sabi ko, man, itong gusto kong gawin kasi nakikita ko yung exporters they were getting paid in dollars and sabi ko, wow, if I can do that someday.
Pero tagumpay man sa negosyo, gaya ng maraming Pilipino, nagdesisyon si Victor na dalhin ang pamilya sa Amerika.
When I got here, I didn't really get employed because my goal is really to get a business started. Pero syempre kailangan mo ng support. Someone has to take that risk, sacrifice to to keep us going here. So my wife took that, and I'm very grateful for that.
In fact, moving to the US gave Victor an even greater appreciation for the gift of family.
Dito ikaw lahat, dishwashing, sundo, hatid ng mga bata, laba, lahat ikaw. Pero it's very a very nice experience kasi ngayon ko na-realize yung value ng family.
With his family support, Victor went about searching for his own niche in the US. The first business venture he got into was a beauty salon.
We got into the salon business. Bakit? Kung ano man ang mangyari doon, it's easy to just close it and move it to another.
But his sights were really set on import and export. And he'd found a product from the Philippines that he wanted to share with the world, calamansi juice.
I'm a calamansi drinker, and whenever I go to restaurants or any establishments or a product that I buy in the grocery or I see in the shelf, I'm not really happy with it. I have my own calamansi tree outside, and I do my calamansi drink fresh. I was kind of toying with the juice, and I was kind of thinking, why can't we do it as close as this or exactly the same taste? So that's where it started. The profile of the fruit is just like a cross between a lime and a tangerine. So that's very interesting for them, and the fact that we're using natural raw materials just like cane sugar and honey. That's they like that a lot. We don't use any preservatives. The Caucasians are again they like it. It needs a little education, but they can relate to it. It's just sad that the calamansi fruit's been with us forever, but we didn't really give the fruit the chance to get known or at least introduced to other cultures. And I think that's what we're trying to achieve. Actually, we're launching our ready-to-drink. We'll serve that, or we'll try to penetrate all of the mainstream markets.
Di nagtagal, na-realize ni Victor na ibang laro ang pangnegosyo sa Amerika. Kailangan niya ng tao na tutulong sa kanya na may benta ang kanyang produkto.
For you to grow faster, dapat maganda yung grupo mo. You have the right person to do this, you have to have the right person to do the finance, sales, and pwede kong gawin yun. Ako lang mag-isa. It's gonna take me forever before I'll be able to grow this business. So, why wait? It's all about time. Wala nang oras eh. So, get the right people to do it, explode this right away.
His ambitions were well beyond just the Filipino market.
Cautious but resolute action. Yan ang estilo ni Victor sa pagnenegosyo. At anuman ang kanyang makamit na tagumpay, hindi niya nakakalimutan ang pagiging Pilipino.
Any opportunity that we can get to serve the Filipino people, we do that. And aside from that, I think the fact that we are planted in the Philippines, we've been bringing in a lot of these juices here in the U.S. and I'm pretty sure that we're employing a lot more Filipinos.
Meet Rich Cabael, son of an engineer and an accountant from Manila. Born in the Philippines and at the age of 2, the family moved to the United States. He enjoyed studying, got good grades, and got into baseball and excelled at it. Sa murang edad, nahubog ang pagiging competitive at leader ni Rich. Dinala niya ito sa maraming aspeto ng kanyang buhay.
So I knew I wanted to do something where I could lead a group of people towards a common goal. I knew I was going to do something in business.
Bumalik siya sa Pilipinas at doon niya sinubukan magnegosyo. Yun nga lang, hindi maganda ang naging resulta ng kanyang first venture.
I was basically swindled. To come back and fail was probably one of the toughest things I've had to go through.
Being the sportsman he is, he slowly built up his confidence again, and later succeeded in getting a company's products out in the market. Although successfully back on his feet again, hindi pa rin makalimutan ni Rich ang kanyang pagkatalo sa negosyo sa Pilipinas.
I want to go back to the Philippines. And this time, kind of proved myself that just because I failed the first time, I could actually go and make something successful.
Sa isang trade show sa Florida, dito pumasok ang idea ng isang negosyo.
We were at a trade show in Florida, and right across from from our booth was a bottle company. They made different types of bottles, different sizes, shapes, forms, whatever. I was thinking, what can I put in that bottle? That's from the Philippines. So I thought of lambanog. In the alcohol industry here, there's really nothing that's made from coconut. There's flavored coconut, but nothing made from coconut. And I said, wow, the Philippines has so many coconut trees. I mean, we've got to be able to do something with that. So the original idea was to go back to the Philippines, take lambanog as it was, bottle it, and then import-export it.
Nang dahil sa bote, the idea was born, and the company was established in 2005. And the product's brand name, Vuco, tunog French na salitang buko o coconut sa Ingles. Vuco, exotic nga naman pakinggan at high-end ang dating.
We found an opportunity with lambanog. Take it to a level that, to the likes of some of the most popular alcohol brands that are out there.
To be the next big brand in the liquor industry, this is Vuco Premium Vodka, extracted from the Philippine shores, created for global consumers. According to the Philippine Department of Science and Technology, leading supplier pa rin ng coconut products ang Pilipinas sa buong mundo. Kaya masasabi natin na target ni Rich ang tamang produkto para sa kanyang negosyo. Pero sure shot na nga ba ang kanyang business plan?
Has the plan worked this whole time? No. There's been ups and downs. I mean, you want to talk about roller coaster rides. There's even points when I was just as low as when I left the Philippines the first time.
There was also a time when they had to revamp the production process. 4 times they were denied to get a license to sell Vuco in the United States. And the funding. Pero ganyan talaga ang negosyo. What's important is the commitment to make things happen. And with this kind of leadership principle, Rich has pushed Vuco to the status of a publicly listed company in the U.S.
When taking the company public is a huge win for us because, one, it gives us a lot of visibility out here, especially here in the U.S. I give credit to my team. My team is an amazing group of people, and they've been able to take our product and make it into a reality and to execute the business plan the way that we wanted to.
He definitely thinks big and definitely out of the box. I mean, a Filipino vodka company, first of its kind.
A first-of-its-kind company giving jobs to Filipinos back home, and Rich is not stopping anytime soon.
I love the whole journey aspect of it because when you take a look at the history of what we've done over the last 6 years, there's so many different milestones that we've been able to hit.
Meanwhile, Rich believes there are many more products in the Philippines waiting for world acclaim.
As far as opportunities, there's plenty of opportunities. There's stuff that, there's products that you can rebrand, make it more enticing to worldwide consumers.
Sticking to his core values, getting right back up, and taking another shot after the fall. Mga home run ingredients ng tagumpay ni Rich Cabael.
And that's our show for today. Sana isamahan nyo kami uli dito sa susunod na linggo. And always remember, we all can be successful in the land of the free. Just plan ahead, pray hard, and work even harder. And if you do well, please help others do well too. Dahil yan, ang power ng Pinoy.